Alright, so my wife's been on me the last couple years to make a workout video. And I've pretty much been reluctant with all the information on YouTube and all that. Not too sure what I can really offer. But I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. So here we go. What we're gonna work on today is shoulders. And what we're gonna start off with is what you call a lateral raise machine. I don't see them too much in the gyms nowadays, but it's a great machine to teach you proper form. Because a lot of times right now, if you start off with dumbbells, you'll kind of look around the gym, look at the guy next to you, critique his form, and unfortunately, if he's not doing it right, then you're learning wrong. So let's start off by learning the proper and correct way to work out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our legs behind this little pad right here, this little handle right here. We lightly put our hands on it. We're gonna be pushing with our elbows. And the theory behind this is that you're kind of pouring out milk or pouring out the water. And what you want to do is get your elbows just a little bit past parallel. So here we go. Nice and smooth. Notice how I'm holding at the top for like a 1-2 set contraction. And then let it down real slow to really get the full stretch. I'm trying to maximize every single rep. Now, of course, you see a lot of people in the gym swinging it and throwing it around. The second I throw that weight up, I'm taking tension off the muscle. And once that tension gets back on the muscle, I'm wreaking havoc on my ligaments and tendons. That's why you see so many people with shoulder injuries. So what I like to do is I'm gonna come up next, and I like to start off with dumbbell press. And the reason why I like dumbbell press is there's two ways to attack muscles. You have stabilizers and you have controlled muscles. Stabilizers are what you use when you do bilateral, one than the other. Controlled is when you use what is called a dumbbell. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started. I got some dumbbells right here for us. And whenever possible, eventually you're gonna start getting bigger and stronger. So if you learn the proper way to get the dumbbell up in the beginning, it's gonna help you a lot later. It might not be such a big deal now, but as the weight progresses, it will become a big deal. So let's get them close to our knees right here, and we're just gonna pop it up. Saves a little bit of our energy. Now you really don't ever wanna go past parallel. So we're gonna come right here to parallel, which is right about our ears, and then push up. Now there's two ways to attack the shoulder. We can come in close, which is gonna bring the rear delt, the front delt, and the side delt, and the trapezial all incorporated. Or we can go straight up, which is gonna come a little bit farther out, hit more of the rear delt and more of that side delt. Now both are correct, they just hit different angles. Now my wife's caught me halfway through my workout, so what we're trying to do right now is catch up to where I already was. So what I like to do is about 12 reps of 4 to 6 sets in the very beginning for my first two exercises. I'm a little bit older, it takes me a little bit longer to warm up. So by the time I get these 2 sets in, I'm pretty warmed up. So now what I'm gonna work on is what I call a stand-up side press. And what I've found over the years is it puts a lot of mass on my head. Both the rear and the side. Again, I'm gonna pop it up, I'm gonna pop it up. I'm just gonna get that full stretch. I'm kind of get as close as I can without touching them. And these are real good to really get that split on that head. So, we're pretty much caught up to where I was with my wife just came out. Warming up with the side laterals, getting 4 to 6 sets, 4 to 6 sets of 12 reps with my dumbbell press. And then as I get into my stand-up side press, I usually do about 3. Now, for my shoulders, I don't do my shrugs on shoulder day. I like to do them on back day. I feel they're a lot more accurate. So on shoulder day, I'm basically just working on all the head. So what we're gonna do now is front delts. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and do what you call muscle confusion now. So I've been doing bilateral for the last 2 exercises. Now I'm gonna incorporate bilateral with double. So here we go. I like to come into the side first, and by coming into the side, it's a lot more of the front delt. You can see that front head contracting. Get a little muscle confusion in there. Now what I like to do is continue to confuse the muscle, and by coming straight out. Now by coming straight out, I'm gonna get that split. Work a little bit more of that side delt. Kind of kick it out just a little bit. When you're about halfway up, just get you a little twist. What that twist does is kind of like a twist on a bicep. It's just peak contraction is all it is. Now, by coming out even a little bit farther, which again, I would never really do with heavy weight, but it's a wonderful stretching exercise. It really stretches out that head, flushes the muscle, and allows a lot more muscle to come in. As we know, that promotes hypertrophy. Come back in with the confusion. As I'm getting older, I'm not lifting as much. I'm starting to do a little bit more, not so much supersets. I find that too much on my ligaments and tendons. So I just go with lighter weight, more control, and focus on contracting the muscle as much as possible. All right. So we're pretty much caught up to where I was before my wife just came out. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and rack these dumbbells right here. I'm gonna work on some rear delt. Even at the house, guys, I still have proper gym etiquette. Rack your stuff. The next person will definitely appreciate it. Besides that, everybody will be talking behind your back if you don't. Trust me. Again, I like to go a bit lighter. I've had a lot of tears in my shoulders by doing stupid things, by actually watching people and mimicking them and doing it wrong for the first couple years. You guys are all looking at these YouTube videos. Back in the day, we had to just ask people. And you know how it is in the gym, nobody wants to ask anybody anything. Everybody knows everything. So, here we go. Gonna flip the hat around. I keep my feet close. All these lines that you guys see right here on these pads, they're all used to keep your feet proper form. And if you don't use these lines, you can be off a little bit. And by doing that, you're gonna be growing disproportionately. So, we all have like a predominant muscle. If we're right-handed, obviously our right hand's predominant. So we'd be pulling more with our right. So these lines kind of help you to keep your form and straight and your posture right, so you're not working out of form. So with that said, I like to use these 2 little balls right here to keep my feet right every single time I'm in the exact same position. I'm not guessing. Put my head down, arch my back. And what I'm gonna do, basically I'm hugging a tree. So by doing flies, you hug a tree. Now what I'm basically gonna do right now is what you call a reverse fly, which is a rear delt. I'm gonna reverse the hug. So I'm in a hug position right now, and all I'm gonna do is come straight out. I'm not gonna bend my arms, they're not gonna come out like this, they're not gonna come out like that. I'm in a hug position, opening the hug, closing the hug. Opening the hug, closing the hug. That's it. Not trying to sling it up, pull my ligaments, my tendons. Just nice, smooth, fluid motions. And by doing this, you're gonna contract the muscle a lot more and get a lot more out of your set. Now basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow this up with 3 more sets at 12, and that's gonna be a wrap for today. We'll take a look at this video, see how it works. If you guys like it, maybe I'll try posting a couple more. Appreciate it.